Stem cell research and cloning are often put together, but they bring up some similar, but they're also very different in the ethical issues that they bring up. I think that with both stem cell research and cloning, you do get, and this tends to be more in amongst the conservative evangelicals, the notion of playing God. Stem cell research is scientifically and medically significant because it offers not only wonder cures, but on the positive ethical side, it offers treatments which might in fact be cheaper, therefore more available and accessible to people in poorer countries with less resources in their public health care systems. Nobody is arguing for unregulated stem cell research. Stem cell research, the stem cell research that creates ethical issues, particularly for the conservative Catholic point of view, is that done on embryonic stem cell research. Catholics don't have opposition to stem cell research that is done with adult stem cells because their objections are not around the playing God. They're not of the playing God. Their objections are not of the playing God nature. But their objections again comes from the belief that life begins at the moment of conception. It has to be absolutely protected. So even if you're talking about the very early embryo from which embryonic stem cells are taken, this conflicts with their tough line on life to be protected from the moment of conception to natural death. Even in the Catholic Church, because there are the stem cell research and the increasing ability of science to extend on the other end, not just on the birth end, but to extend human life. The present Pope has argued, along with other conservative Catholics, that there is a danger of creating a religion of health. One of the great challenges for all religions in the 21st century is going to be life extension, which is already with us. Lifespans have grown enormously in the last 50 years and could grow even dramatically in this century. Some medical researchers already claim that life expectancy is growing now a year per annum, which, if you think about it, which is hopeful, none of us are most of us are not getting any closer to death. But that in itself creates a problem for all religious traditions, because all religious traditions emphasize the finitude of human life. And many religious traditions promise, if you hold certain beliefs or engage in certain practices, certain rituals, certain spiritual practices, that you will gain immortality or freedom from finitude. And what the religious traditions are having to face is that science increasingly frees human beings from the limitations of finitude. Some years ago, the Templeton Foundation organized a conference precisely on life extension and the question of human immortality through scientific means. And most of the theologians and ethicists who were there were fairly negative about it. They came from the religious traditions. Only one Jewish rabbi said, I think this is a great idea.